Here's the reality, stripped of hype, but also without ignoring what's genuinely disturbing. 1. What the Epstein Files actually are. The Epstein Files are millions of pages of evidence collected over decades from investigations into Jeffrey Epstein and his network. They include emails, contact lists, flight logs, financial transactions, photos, videos, and witness testimonies, FBI interview notes, and internal memos. In late 2025-2026, the U.S. government released over 3 to 3.5 million documents, though originally about 6 million pages existed. That gap is one of the reasons the controversy exploded. How the scandal started, the real origin. Epstein didn't begin as a trafficker. He started as a school teacher, 1970s, then moved into finance via elite connections, built a reputation managing wealth for billionaires. His rise accelerated through one key figure, Ghislaine Maxwell, who helped him enter elite social circles and allegedly recruit victims. The operation itself. By the 1990s-2000s, Epstein had built a system involving recruiting young girls, many underage, paying them, then coercing them to recruit others, flying victims and associates across locations: New York, Florida, private Caribbean island, New Mexico ranch. UN experts later described the scale as systematic and large-scale sexual exploitation, possibly amounting to crimes against humanity. How Epstein became powerful enough to influence elites. This is the part many people misunderstand. Epstein's power didn't come from being rich alone. It came from access plus leverage. A. Strategic networking. He embedded himself among politicians, billionaires, royals, scientists, and academics. The files show connections to high-profile figures globally. B. Financial influence. He managed or advised large fortunes, moved money through complex networks, maintained relationships with major banks, now facing lawsuits. C. Alleged blackmail leverage. Controversial but widely discussed. Some investigators and analysts suggest Epstein may have collected compromising material on powerful individuals. This could be used as leverage. There is no universally proven, court-confirmed global blackmail conspiracy, but intelligence links have been alleged in multiple reports. The scale of recordings and documentation raises serious suspicion. Who was involved, and what involved really means? This is where misinformation spreads easily. Being named in the files can mean very different things. Flew on Epstein's plane once, appeared in his contact book, exchanged emails, or, in some cases, faced accusations. The files themselves do not automatically prove guilt. Categories of people mentioned: political figures, US, UK, Europe, business leaders, celebrities, academics. Some names appear hundreds of times, others just once. Even lawmakers criticized the DOJ for mixing innocent mentions with serious suspects, making interpretation confusing. The cover-up question: what's actually happening? There is no single confirmed coordinated cover-up, but there are real documented issues that fuel that belief. A. Heavy redactions. Entire pages blacked out, key names removed, critical evidence missing. B. Missing or altered files. Some documents briefly disappeared from official sites. Redactions were poorly done and later reversed by the public. C. Partial disclosure. Less than 1% initially released, final release still incomplete compared to total evidence. D. Legal shielding. Some names remain hidden due to ongoing investigations, privacy laws, and lack of proven criminal charges. Claims involving a U.S. president. Documents include references and allegations involving multiple political figures, including a U.S. president. Some files suggest possible awareness or association, not proven criminal involvement. Important distinction. Mention does not equate guilt. Allegations in files does not equate court conviction. No U.S. president has been convicted in relation to Epstein. Why elites are suspected of suppressing the truth. The suspicion comes from patterns, not a single proven conspiracy. Powerful individuals appear in the network. Institutions, banks, agencies failed to act earlier. Epstein received unusually lenient treatment in 2008. He died in custody before trial in 2019. These factors create a perception of protection of powerful people, but that's still partly inference, not fully proven coordination. Is the operation still active today? There is no confirmed evidence that Epstein's original network is still operating as it did. However, investigations are ongoing. New victims and locations are still being examined, e.g., ranch searches in 2026. Some associates remain under scrutiny. What is still active is legal cases, civil lawsuits, and document analysis. The uncomfortable truth. If you strip away conspiracy exaggeration, what remains is still serious. A real, large-scale trafficking network existed. It involved wealth, influence, and institutional failures. Many powerful people had some level of contact with Epstein. Full accountability has not yet been achieved, and the biggest unresolved issue, we still don't have a clear, complete map of who knew what, who participated, who enabled it. Bottom line, the Epstein case is not a myth or exaggeration. It's one of the most serious elite-linked criminal scandals in modern history. But the idea of a fully exposed, coordinated global conspiracy with proven top-level guilt is not yet supported by conclusive evidence. What exists instead is a mix of verified crimes, documented elite connections, institutional failures, and unanswered questions.